Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome to Thursday's stream. It's Wednesday. Thursday's stream. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. It is now Thursday. It's Wednesday. I will not be here next week. Just a programming note. Twitch, I will see you on the 12th or something like that. I'm pretty sure. We'll see how I'm doing after that trip. But I believe on the 12th. YouTube, we'll keep in touch, okay? I'll come up with some stuff. I'll come up with some interesting things to upload. If you'd like to request your own videos on this stream to be reacted to by yours truly and enjoyed by all, you can join up at toddreacts.com in one of the membership levels. If you're unaware, I started a... Let's bring it up. I started a gaming channel on YouTube. I've always been streaming live via Twitch, but there is a gaming channel on YouTube as well dedicated to it, where it is live, simulcasted, along with Twitch. So if you're more of a fan of the YouTube platform, come and join. Just did 3.5 hours of Fortnite yesterday. No, 2 days ago now. It's Wednesday. On this Thursday episode. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Met some cool people, played random squads with random people. It was very interesting. And I have figured it out so we can have interactions with the random people playing and you can actually hear them, which was something missing in the first couple Fortnite streams, and I've fixed it. So hopefully going forward, it works. We'll see. I think it's a Microsoft issue. They really just don't like it for some reason. I think it's, who knows. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe to that. Subscribe to the Todd Reacts YouTube channel if you're watching this right now on there. I know a majority of you are not. So go ahead and sign up for a free Google account, free YouTube account, and you can be alerted whenever things go live on the channel. Throw a like on the video if you liked it. If you're on Twitch, give a follow. I don't think they have anything in the way of likes or anything like that. But if you have notifications on, you should get an alert when it's live. Let's go ahead and flip over here. Here are the tiers. The ones where you can actually request videos are the season series. Go ahead and sign up if you'd like to see your own requests on here. This channel is audience driven, so wherever you want it to go, it'll go. And yeah, that's been a lot of fun. We have journeyed quite a long way around the internet so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the journey. I hope you are looking forward to it as well. Just a heads up, the winter collection will be gone June 1st. June 1st will be the launch of the summer collection of merch, ships worldwide. Members get 15% off. Go ahead and check it out. Today we have a wonderful mix of videos. Halt and Catch Fire, which is a show that I have seen most of. I don't know if I've finished it. I think I've seen a decent amount of it, though. We have a video of Lan Wangji from Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, Law & Order SVU. We have a Dimension20 video, as well as an edit of Sorcery Battle, or I think it's called Jujutsu Kaisen. I have no idea if it's pronounced like that. That's a guess. But should be an interesting mix. Should keep everybody interested. And as always, after each video, we'll get a little bit more context. So if you're unaware of what we're watching as well, you'll also be educated. It's an entertainment / education live stream. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. Let's go with, what's the name of the first one? Night Sky, Joe and Cameron. This is from Halt and Catch Fire. It is a underrated show. It came out on AMC here in the U.S. I'm pretty sure it was AMC. One of those very similar, I usually equate it to Mad Men, where it's kind of a slow burn of a show. It's not super fast moving, but the dialogue's pretty great. The interactions are pretty great. The character studies are usually pretty good. Joe is an interesting one. He's very Don Draper-like, very mysterious. You don't quite know his intentions, what he's doing. and the rest of the cast is just trying to figure out what the heck is this guy's deal. So let's go ahead and jump in.
It's dangerous to try and really connect with someone.
A bit of a squeak on that mic arm.
It's so special when you find a person you can be yourself with. You were that.
Just as a quick note for Twitch viewers, I have a heart out here, and so I'm going to try to move things along a little bit. Semi-hard out. We'll see.
Someone close to me said that there must be a reason why you're still a part of my life. Do you ever wonder? I mean, what if instead of chasing what each of us wanted separately and obsessively, we just held on to each other instead?
You might recognize Cameron from, what was it, Terminator. Oh gosh, what was the name of that movie? It was one of the most recent Terminators. Fallen Sky or something like that. I can't remember what it was titled. I think it was Fallen Sky. Also been in some other things recently that I was just like, oh hey. And I knew of her from this show.
Gets you to the thing. It was you. It was always you.
They had a very interesting relationship. Very hot and cold.
If you want to get in touch with Cameron so bad, why are you calling me, not her?
You know why.
Why are you here?
You know why. Why are you telling me this?
Because I love you.
I'm in love with her.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I might not have seen that part. That is definitely later on in the show. Wow. Great edit. Oh, that makes me want to finish that show so bad. So bad. Oh, I'm torn. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Oh, Joe and Cameron was such an interesting storyline because Joe literally plucked her out of nothingness to help run this tech company, this emerging tech company, because she was a programmer, really good programmer, hacker, honestly. And they just had a very tumultuous, off and on relationship that just didn't quite seem to work out. But obviously at the end there, that looks interesting. I do not know if they end up together because I did not see the ending. It lasted a couple seasons. It didn't stick around as long as I thought it would. Maybe the ratings just weren't that good. But this was pre-pandemic. It was on AMC from 2014 to 2017. spanning 4 seasons and 40 episodes. So not a lot of episodes. Depicts a fictionalized insider's view of the personal computer revolution of the 80s and the early days of the World Wide Web in the early 90s. The show's title refers to Computer Machine Code Instruction, Halt and Catch Fire, HCF, the execution which would cause the computer's central processing unit to cease meaningful operation, and in an exaggeration, catch fire. In Season 1, the fictional company Cardiff Electric makes its first foray into personal computing with a project to build an IBM PC clone, led by entrepreneur Joe McMillan. Lee Pace, who plays really wonderful character, super mysterious. You don't really know what's going on, what his motivation is. He has a troubled past. Very odd. With the help of computer engineer Gordon Clark, great actor, great character as well. Lots of drama with his wife. Oh, it's great. You might have seen him in, Argo, Killing Them Softly, 12 Years a Slave, Gone Girl, Batman vs. Superman. He was just in something recently. I think it's coming out soon. I think it's an Amazon movie, I think. I saw him in there. I'm like, oh, hey. And he was there with Cameron, Mackenzie Davis, this actress. And Prodigy programmer Cameron Howe, a.k.a. Mackenzie Davis. Seasons 2 and 3 shift focus to a startup company, the online community Mutiny, headed by Cameron and Gordon's wife. Hence the drama. Gordon and his wife. While Joe ventures out on his own, the 4th and final season focuses on competing web search engines involving all the principal characters. Marked the first jobs that Cantwell and Rogers had in the television industry. They wrote the pilot hoping to use it to secure jobs as writers. Nice. But they instead landed their own series with AMC. The initial inspiration of the series was drawn from Cantwell's childhood in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, located within northern Texas's Silicon Prairie, take on Silicon Valley. Where his father worked as a software salesman, the creators subsequently researched the contributions of Texan firms to the emerging personal computer industry during the 80s. Self-produced by the network AMC, mostly filmed in Atlanta. Experienced low viewership ratings throughout its run, with only the first episode surpassing 1 million viewers. Holy cow. Wow. That is what you would call a flop. Which is amazing because the show was actually very good. The series debuted to generally favorable reviews, though many critics initially found it derivative of other series such as Mad Men. I literally said that. Yes, it had a very Mad Men-esque feel to it. Very slow-paced. Interesting character studies. That was most of the story was the characters, their interactions, their traumas, etc. In each subsequent season, the series grew in acclaim, and by the time it concluded, critics considered it among one of the greatest shows of the 2010s. Wow. That's pretty impressive, the fact that it went like this in critic opinion. That's shocking, actually. Meanwhile, it had no ratings. Rolling Stone ranked it 55th greatest television series of all time, based on a poll of 46 actors, writers, producers, and critics. Holy cow. So people in the industry loved it. And the public said, what? Who? Huh? Gosh. I had no idea it had less than 1 million. That's crazy. Premise, taking place over a period of more than 10 years, Halt and Catch Fire depicts a fictionalized insider view. The series began in 1983, just as IBM is cornering the personal computer market. Joe used to work for IBM. It doesn't say it here, but I know that to be true. I think his dad was there as well. Joins Cardiff Electric Joe, a fictional Dallas-based mainframe software company, and has a vision of building a revolutionary computer to challenge IBM. For the project, he enlists the help of Gordon Clark, Cameron Howe. Taking advantage of the open architecture of the IBM PC, the characters reverse engineer its BIOS and set out to build a clone called the Giant. But obstacles, both internal and external, threaten to derail the project. Most of the focus of the show is those internal and external obstacles. Halt and Catch Fire follows the protagonist's endeavors in the computing industry, their shifting partnerships and competitive relationships, and the personal costs of pursuing professional ambitions. Former IBM sales executive, Joe. He literally takes over Cardiff Electric. He joins and then just completely turns it on its head. It's wild to watch. It is an interesting thing because you're literally just watching this company just get turned upside down. Critics compared Joe to Mad Men character Don Draper. There you go. Holy cow. My take was pretty accurate for the critics, I guess. In subsequent seasons, Joe is humbled by his professional failures and how his actions affect other people and how he comes to terms with his behavior. He becomes a more empathetic character. Yeah, when he first starts, oof, it is rough. It's rough. Very Don Draper with a hard edge. Pace said that Joe's bisexuality was a reflection of the character being a mutable person, a questioner and a disruptor, and someone who doesn't feel limitations. For Joe's personality, Pace called it corporate raiders and that kind of spirit in 80s excess. Yeah, Gordon Clark was a great freaking character, too. Walter White. Oh my gosh. That's literally what I thought of it as. It's literally a guy who's got a little suburban family, works at a PC company, has his quiet little life, and then Joe literally corrupts him and turns him into basically Walter White. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Good grief. Critics also compared Gordon's working dynamic with Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs. Yeah. Yep. Halt and Catch Fire, hugely underrated tech drama about dreaming big and failing bigger. Premiered in 2014, ran for 4 seasons, and went hugely unnoticed. Compelling and addictive as any of the better-known prestige shows that captured awards at the time, I completely agree. It is definitely a show you can sit down and just binge. Crude young programmer. Gordon's equally gifted wife, Donna, begins the story by looking after their children and working a job that fails to recognize her worth. As her lack of fulfillment grows, she too is drawn into the project, which culminates in a race against the clock to be ready to make for the make-or-break industry invention, Comdex. Yeah, Joe is caught between family expectations, forging his own path. Metamorphoses into a quasi-Steve Jobs character. Donna finds herself at every turn in industries that refuse to take women seriously, yet proves herself more savvy and capable than anyone. Gordon, possibly my favorite character, is frustrating at times, the voice of reason at others. It is unbelievable, the character arc of Gordon. It is crazy. Very interesting, for sure. Definitely, I would say Gordon's probably my favorite as well. Initially, it was an appeal for an underdog story as a band of talented people go up against an unbeatable opponent. But once we're invested, it becomes far less predictable. Yes. It's as much about failure as it is success, about what losing can teach us and what we will always be too stubborn to learn. That is the one thing about business, is that most of them fail. Absolutely. I think it's like the average entrepreneur fails 7 times or something. 7 businesses fail or something like that before one actually hits. It is a lovely show that apparently nobody watched. I found moments in Halt and Catch Fire's 4th season so deeply affecting, even after a second viewing, that I still find myself thinking about it in quiet moments. Yeah, it is something. I want to see, like, let's see. I want to see ratings. Viewership ratings. Oh, this would be interesting. Premiere drew, let's see. I don't know exactly what the heck the episode numbers. Okay. Average viewers in the first season was 764,000. 523, 339, 340. Oh my gosh. That got 4 seasons. Meanwhile, that last show yesterday, it's still Wednesday. Yesterday, what was that called? The Passage. The Passage averaged 3 million, over 3 million, and it was canceled in 1 season by 2 seasons? How many seasons did that get? The Passage. How many seasons? 1 season. 1 season. Look at how many viewers. 5 million, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Meanwhile, Halt and Catch Fire had 760,000 on average. That is unbelievable. 300,000. There are podcasts that get millions of views. Holy cow. I don't know what to say about that. Wow. I guess somebody on the administration there, the executive team, just really loved that show, and they were willing to take kind of a bath for it. Which is amazing because the show is incredible. Critics loved it. They went up in opinion on it as the series was averaging 300,000 viewers. Look at, what is the lowest episode? 270. 270,000. Now compare that to like Mr. Beast. Oh my gosh. Oh, I would definitely say check it out. Check it out. It is amazing. And you probably haven't seen it. You probably have not seen it. Give it a shot. A couple episodes. Next video is Lan Wangji from, let me move this. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. We'll go ahead and check it out. It is entitled Golden Hour. It is a music video. Let's go.
忘记，从小就很执拗。可是忘记这个人，越逗他就越不肯说话，越没好脸色。
记住，有一个人，千万不要去招惹。谁啊？ 蓝氏双臂之一的蓝湛，蓝忘机。
虽然忘机从来不说，但我知，从日出到日落。
《
The animation style is beautiful. The artwork. I like the depth in a lot of these scenes. Far off, distant backgrounds. Wow, that is stunning right there.
不管发生多少事，外面对你如何恶言厉词，他总是愿意与你站在一起。
Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Well, I thought it was good, and then it became great. Right at the end there. Good grief. Good grief. Did I say grief? I mixed grief and gosh at the same time. Good grief. Good gosh, good grief. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. It does say do not repost, which is giving me a little bit of nerves here. I will link to the original video. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. That was beautifully done. Very nice. Wow. Art direction, art style, the animation is just stunning, isn't it? Good grief. Let's go ahead and learn a little bit more. Boom. Let's see. Lan is the second young master of the... Let me make this bigger. Gusu Lan clan, alongside his older brother, one of the twin Jades of Lan. There's no way I'm going to read any of those names. Although the man he loves died 13 years prior to the start of the story, Lan Wangji recognizes Wei Wuxian soon after his resurrection in the body of Mo. Eventually, Lan and Wei acknowledge their feelings for each other and become cultivation partners. What is a cultivation partner? Cultivation partner is a term used when two cultivators become a couple, marry, and cultivate together. The term is gender neutral and encompasses any combination of genders. Thus, it applies both to heterosexual as well as homosexual. All right, all right. Here's a quote. Although all of the clans in the cultivation world used extravagant words to describe the Gusu Lan clan's uniform as the best-looking uniform and Lan Wangji as an incomparable beauty who only appeared once in a blue moon, nothing could help the bitter facial expression that made him look as though his wife had passed away. Very reserved is what I've gathered from all of this. Very reserved. Is beautiful with fair skin and black hair. Outlines of his waist and back are smooth and graceful, yet strong. He has light eyes and long eyelashes and dresses in the characteristic white robes and forehead ribbon. As a youth, he ranks second on a list of young cultivator gentlemen in his generation. His back is marred with 33 scars infected by the discipline whip. Beneath his collarbone lies a scar from the branding iron. Oh, good grief. He's been through it. He has been through it. In his youth, stubbornly obedient to the rules of his clan, to the extent that he punishes himself for stepping outside of the cloud recesses at night alongside Wei. Although Wei had actually pulled him outside when tumbling off a wall. However, Lan does break the rules if they contradict his personal sense of justice. Strong moral compass, does not care to gain fame and glory from night hunting. He goes wherever people need help, or as other cultivators comment, wherever the chaos is. Although society declares that the remnants of the clan have to die, Lan rescues the innocent child, Shyy, I think, and raises him as a member of the Lan clan. That's good. So it shows that he's tough, but he also has a pretty good moral compass on him. That is really nice. That is a great rounded character right there. On the surface, he has a taciturn demeanor. I don't even know what that word means. With Wangji's personality, how could he say anything if you do not ask? There are some things that even if you ask him, he would not say. So very quiet, reserved. Just describe myself, which is ironic because I'm running a YouTube channel and I'm on Twitch. However, internally, Lan is a passionate person who feels deeply. After kissing the blindfolded Wei, he is so distraught at his own behavior that he attacks trees to vent his frustration. After Wei's death, he becomes drunk for the first time in his life. I mean, that makes sense. In an attempt to understand why Wei enjoyed the taste, and in a fit of grief, brands his own chest. Wow. He displays jealousy when the resurrected Wei becomes friendly with a waiter, causing the man to remark that Lan looks as if the waiter had put his arm around his wife. Perceptive and intelligent from a young age, recognizes Wei from a single song. He notices small but important details such as the maple leaves that indicate another exit from the cave, and that the water ghosts have led them to the center of Biling Lake, or Biling Lake. Lan's love for Wei reveals his selfless nature. After he risks his own life to save Wei, Lan confesses his feelings. The traumatized Wei responds only by repeating, "Get lost." Nevertheless, Lan fights 33 elders from his own clan to protect him. Wow. Once Wei is resurrected, Lan continues to protect him despite believing that Wei had always known and does not return his feelings. Wow. It's interesting that Lan becomes the one that pursues, basically. He also dislikes, considering he's reserved and, pretty quiet, he also dislikes being thanked by Wei, knowing that he often thanks him as a way to praise Lan while denigrating himself. Interesting. Huh. What an interesting character. Very reserved, but yet when that feeling hits after that kiss, he just kind of wakes him up. He's awake. He's awakened. That's awesome. That is really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Next video on the list is Adventuring Party doing anything but answering questions for 13 minutes. And this is based off of Dimension20. You've seen a couple videos of them already. We are going to see another one. Let's go ahead and jump in.
Of this show that exists in the space between when I have said a question asker's name and when I actually get to say the question is double-digit percentage, hands down. Pete and Kingston working at the mall. Where are Pete and Kingston?
Oh, Allie went into the unsleeping city.
Allie, what's
This is
going on,
incredible.
homie?
Look at this.
You gotta make noise.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God. Incredible.
A woof?
Louie, you doing okay, buddy? You doing okay, buddy? You doing okay, my friend?
Yeah.
You need a cuddle?
No.
Okay?
Brennan, you got another question for us?
I will say that Rick also designed all our costumes. He made little tiny costumes that we hold in front of our cameras like this. And so this is what a lot of us were wearing in every episode.
Yes.
Easy
breezy. Right. This is Ed's best of, all right? I get a package in the mail.
All right, I am moving this. There we go.
Ramen cookbook. Very cool. Nailed it. I was like, whoa, don't talk to my dad that often. He really nailed it. Day later, another package comes in the mail.
Zatarans?
So
This is an 8-pound jar of Creole mustard.
Wet person I would send
Wet?
that to. I can
Like wet mustard?
person in my life that I would think to send that to.
Is
And
it
then-
8 pounds of mustard?
I was like, is he making a joke? This is so weird. And then I texted him like, haha, yeah, thanks for the mustard. And he went, I ordered that for me.
So where did that desire come from with you?
Wilson.
100%. So I mean, for me, I
We
think
get
it
your.
was-
I think
I'm
you're.
sorry.
Are you embarrassed?
We get your.
Are you
we get-
shy? Oh my God, Lou, are you shy?
One
I
person.
don't know. Is it weird that, is it weird that I made my character weak? Just because it fit the story? No. This might be my new favorite thing to do in Zoom calls. Guys.
It's not weird.
It's not weird, right?
It's not, I promise.
Okay. This is the bone moat chart. You get one every time you say bone moat.
Bone moat, bone moat,
Bone moat, bone moat, bone moat, bone moat, bone moat.
bone moat.
Stop. You've ruined the bone moat chart.
Hold on 1 second. Hey.
And it was because he was in the bathtub and there was a raisin on the bottom of his foot. And his first thought was, selfish raisin dropper.
Don't take food advice from Brennan Lee Mulligan. It's like shit.
I would honestly respect. Wow, what's that? That's definitely a tally. Throw that somewhere. I don't know which one.
Mean to Brennan. Unnecessarily mean to Brennan.
Oh my goodness.
He is aghast.
He's been
I
accounted for.
eat the
That's
same
been
burger
attacked.
every day, Lee Mulligan.
Oh, well. Listen. When you find the best burger. No. Answer me this. If you find the best burger.
Brennan,
wouldn't
I
it-
tried that burger. It's fine. Fine
Oh.
burger. I broke him. I broke Brennan.
Coming back to this energy is insane.
Hey, Allie, I noticed you're holding something there. You want to tell us about that?
This? Do you identify with it? Raise your hand if you identify with this ceramic mouse. Wow.
Oh, no from Lou.
Not at all. Her nose is a heart, Lou. Her nose is a heart.
If you can hear Thankful Heart and not swell up with the reason for the season.
Play it.
Play it?
Play it.
We don't have a license. What do you mean play it? Play it?
Play it.
On the Zoom call.
Play it.
We play it.
Hey, Brennan, play it.
If you're gonna say some big words like that, play it. Yeah, Ryan, run the track.
I'm assuming they're talking about A Thankful Heart. Oh gosh, it is from the Muppets Christmas Carol. Pretty sure.
Only doesn't.
Hey, don't yuck my yum,
Zach,
bro.
don't do that. That's scary.
The best word is thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Here's the first time I ever saw Brennan improvising. He split his pants on stage. And then
okay.
his whole Lloyd team picked him up and showed everybody in the audience.
Exactly. Character assassination. Ref.
Stop screaming character assassination.
Character assassination.
Character assassination.
I like the character just learned what character assassination.
Hey, I'm the ref.
Just learned what it means.
allow
Is just
it.
repeating it.
At UCB East.
I mean,
It's Michael
they can
Scott
just be
saying
assholes,
bankruptcy.
right? It doesn't have
He
to
was
be
very
character
good. It was a good show.
I declare
Where are you?
bankruptcy.
Zach, what are you doing down there? Zach, what are you doing down there?
Is it the kid who is good at video games?
Yeah, the shoes are $9.
Rick, Eightfold, Kendra Wells, our illustrator. Is that? Hey Zach, did you want to? Zach, you want to say something?
Backwards and then just Ricky again.
They sort of, you know how it flips it, and so I had to write it backwards.
You got it right the first time.
No, I got it wrong the first time, and then I crossed it out.
Oh.
You got it right the first time for us and wrong for yourself, but now it is only right for you, and in fact you have crossed out the correct.
God damn it!
All right, in my some little fairy dust.
That's Mitch McConnell. I win a sandwich. That's Mitch McConnell.
Look, the spells we've been using to teleport feces from out of the
Bernie
castle.
Sanders talking to baby. Go!
Go again.
You are a terror. I want to destroy the 1% as well. Look, it's not about destroying the 1%. It's about making a system that's fair for you and me and everybody else.
Y'all want to meet my live chickens?
What was the question?
Y'all want to meet my live chickens?
Yeah, the answer is yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Here, come with me.
Oh my god.
There's no live chickens.
So scary.
You guys want to see my chicken?
There's a live chicken just like.
I feel like having a yard, you could just get some.
You want to see my live chicken?
Yeah, you'll try to see my live chickens.
On our way to the live chicken.
Sorry, hold on. We're on our way. We're on our way to the live chickens. Give me 1 second.
It's like the beginning of a stand-up special. Like it's like there's like a drink.
We're so
Five Guys burgers are flat to you?
Five Guys burgers are so fucking fat.
You've never looked more baby size.
And expensive.
Your
Did you say
entire
baby
life.
slut? Is
Hey,
baby
Zach.
slut a thing?
What is baby slut?
Did you say baby slut?
It's a remake of Baby Shark.
You have never looked more baby
do.
slut in your whole life.
Seems delightful.
It's the adult version of Baby Shark.
No. Oh,
Zach.
Fuck you. Good lord.
Happy Halloween.
Hey Lou, what's up? Are you?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? Did you want us to stop the recording real quick?
No. Keep it going.
Copy that. Okay, cool.
This is a quick thing.
I'm gonna let everyone.
Copy
Super
that.
important.
Copy.
Are you talking through a walkie-talkie?
Lou, I think you'll agree. You're a little baby boy in a little baby diaper.
I mean, that, of course, that's true.
Oh yeah, here's a picture of it. Here's a diagram.
Oh god.
That just aids.
Yeah, it's extremely
Isn't that an
scientific.
iPhone
Very,
5C
very good.
when it had the yellow background to it?
Wonderful.
Or the yellow back cover?
Allie, while you're trying to. Lou has got such a sourpuss right now. Lou, you give us your favorite bird and facts about it.
Oh.
Pterodactyl.
Sorry guys, my ride's here. Here comes my ride. So here we go. That's my ride. Right?
Lou, I'm your child, Lohan, and I come to you and I'm like, my name's now Bryson. What do you do?
What do you do?
There's 18 vowels in Bryson though.
I get down on one knee, put a hand on your right shoulder. I say, my child, no, you're not. Your name's Lohan.
I want food that if it dropped on my head, I wouldn't be okay.
Also, Allie,
why is
you're
there a
now
reflection of you?
That's super
Mirror
intense.
Alley, and it's really creepy.
This is like a David
What's
Fincher.
going on?
Yeah.
Amazing. You're in a TV.
Yeah, it's the Lou show.
Surfing or boogie board or anything like that.
What? What is that? What's
body
that?
surfing?
Yeah.
Body surfing is where you just use your body as the board. You straighten out and ride the wave and plank yourself.
That doesn't make any sense. How?
Well, you know how a board
Like a dolphin. You just kind
is
of
just a
go on the
straight,
waves.
flat object.
I mean,
You just
100%.
make your body that, and it does exactly what the board does.
What are you talking about? That's impossible. My body is curvy and bendable. I am not straight like some kind of polyurethane board.
I'm a cat dad. Take care of my son, my cat. Every morning I drink coffee with him on my lap, looking out the window. until he bites me.
Well, the M&M story.
The yellow M&M is the funniest person alive. He's funnier than Kevin Hart. He's funnier than Larry the Cable Guy. The yellow M&M.
The second and third funniest people, Kevin Hart and Larry the Cable Guy.
Exactly. Here's my hierarchy of comedy. That is infallible.
That's a terrible
Yellow
hierarchy.
M&M is the funniest guy alive.
Implying that the yellow M&M is with us here in this
Is
moment.
with us.
Draws breath. Blood pumps through his veins.
Oh, yeah.
This guy.
Stop
when I
playing,
see the
okay?
yellow M&M, I say, this guy right here. This.
All right. Hey, my mom got me a cameo video from the yellow M&M for my birthday. So
No.
How much did that cost?
Yeah.
What?
How much did that
Yeah, it was only
There's corporate
$245. So shut up.
Was he very
Mascots
obviously
with
reading
cameos
in the
at this
corner?
point? Come
Hey,
on.
Lou, what's up?
That's crazy.
So, sounds like you had a big graduation and everyone just wants to say, hats off, go Tigers.
Yeah, that's what he said, and it was perfect.
Funniest guy alive.
From all of
Once
us
a
here
wildcat,
in the Unsleeping
always a
City,
wildcat.
to all of you, we just want to say happy Halloween.
Happy
And
Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
this has been Adventuring Party. Thank you so much for watching. Check out, you got episodes coming out every Wednesday for Chapter 2 of the Unsleeping City. As always, a pleasure and an honor answering your questions, sending tons of love from the whole crew here at Dimension20 to all of you.
Good night.
Later.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
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 Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video edit. Go throw it some love. My gosh. So that is a recap and talk back, labeled talk back. I didn't know that was a thing. I would just call it a podcast, or like a recap show or something. That is amazing. So obviously they get along together very well. Something tells me that's not just public face getting along together. That's actually, they do get along together quite well. Kind of reminds me of, if you remember The Walking Dead, that little known show, nobody's ever heard of it. If you remember The Walking Dead, after the show, they'd have Talking Dead. And then HBO, after Game of Thrones, would have Talk the Thrones. So it was very much like a way to give people more, either from the I guess Adventuring Party is more from the characters, the people behind the characters. Talk the Thrones and Talking Dead were more just recaps on what the heck you just saw, and a little bit more context, little humor here and there. But for Game of Thrones especially, as someone who didn't read the books, I needed it badly. So I appreciate it. Unfortunately, HBO didn't keep it going the entire time, which was sad. But apparently, well, they continued on in podcast form, and I started listening to those after every episode, which was fantastic. I'd listen to it at work and just go into it immediately and get a little bit more context. Was it completely confusing in a little ways? Yes, because it was very in-depth. Very in-depth. Talking Dead was much more, I don't know, lighthearted, I guess you could say, because there wasn't that much lore to it. So Adventuring Party Season 1 is a series of live stream talkback episodes that aired following each episode of A Crown of Candy. Now, I'm pretty sure, let's see, Season 2, I think this is, nope, it's probably Season 3 that we just saw. Pretty sure. Season 3 is a series of pre-recorded that aired following, no, that's not it. I think it was, you know what? I think it was Season 1, now that I think about it. Pre-recorded Series of live stream talkback episodes that aired following each episode. Talk about the events of the most recent episode, their experiences during that session, any unique challenges or situations they encountered, and answer as many fan questions as Brennan allows. That is such a cool concept. I love that. That is really neat. Can you imagine if they did that for all shows? Like all like super heavy fan base shows with a lot of lore. Maybe it's based on a novel or book. I think that'd be fantastic. That is absolutely awesome. What was season 2? Pre-recorded episodes aired following several episodes of Pirates of Leviathan. That is a really neat concept. Gosh, that would help so much on shows that maybe are heavy into sci-fi, future. Maybe it has a lot of big-time lore, confusing names that everyone has to learn in order to enjoy the show. Like, that is much needed. Like, I feel like I got more out of each Game of Thrones episode after listening to the podcast afterwards. Like a recap. They'd go into what it was like in the books. They'd go into what they think it means in the future based on their knowledge of the lore and everything. Like, it was super interesting. And honestly, it just got me more into the show, weirdly enough. Like, it peeled back a layer of the onion where I felt like I was more included into the, fold of the show, if you will. So season 3 included a first-time bonus episode featuring the crew as guests as they talk about the show's production process. That would be interesting. Get a little peek behind the curtain, basically. I'm trying to see if there's any difference in all these different seasons. This season, season 4, features a bonus episode featuring the crew talking about the production's process. So I guess they did that from 3 onward. Talking about what the heck was going on, what went into it. Season 4, question submissions from fans were closed. Okay, it moved to Dropout. Season 5. Pre-recorded. Yep, so they couldn't submit fan questions live. That's unfortunate. I think they would have done better off keeping the live stream going. But then again, that's hard to get those people like all ready to go every time. But maybe they could just make it part of the series or something. Wow, this went on for a while. I mean, we're talking years probably. Yeah, 2021. Season 8. 2022. So it was about, let's see, January to May. Season 9, June to July. Some of these are short and some of these are not. I guess it just depends on the show that it's recapping. August to October, that's a decent one. Yeah, and then they started doing these in person, it looks like, which is cool. Gives you a little bit more interaction. Problem with Zoom calls and whatnot is that it is very disconnected. You don't feel as connected to everybody. You definitely have a different vibe when you're in person and you can feel people around you. Let's go ahead and hop into an ad real quick. All right. The next video is Rafael Barba, What Makes a Good Man? And this is from Law & Order SVU. Interested to find out who this is. It's one of 2 characters so far we've done from SVU. We did Carisi before. So this will be, oh gosh, what's his name? Barba. I almost wanted to say Barbara. Barba. Don't say that 3 times fast. And let's get into it.
We're ready to go to the DA.
Well, which one? They've all lawyered up since Delia Wilson named names.
I got somebody. Rafael Barba. Adam Kane's high profile, so is Jocelyn. He's perfect. Guy's got big brass ego.
Big brass ego. Yep.
May not like me when we're done.
I like you.
A guy like this is going to put up a better fight and a more expensive one, too.
And that's why we have you. He's the best ADA that I've ever worked with.
You put the belt around her neck. You said that she wanted it rough, so show me.
So he was the ADA before Carisi, right?
You're a feminist icon, Raphael. Nice tie.
Council, hold up. What? I don't know about you, you're a little Spanish band. Hablaremos en los tribunales. This is an outrageous abuse of your power. You don't need to approach the bench. No, you are making a factual determination. That is the jury's job, not yours. Sit down.
Whoa. Whoa. That is a bold move in court.
And honorable.
I'll do my best.
I'm talking about a decent man who did a decent thing.
Not everything done in the dark is shameful.
You could go to prison.
You don't think I know that? Sometimes you have to act without concern for the consequences.
True.
I hope you're happy. What you did to my son.
Come on, don't make me hurt myself.
For what it's worth, while he was in holding, he told me he got paid $250 each time he talked to you.
$250, that's it? I should be offended.
Oh my gosh. Excellent edit. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. And who knows, you might like some more content that they put out. So go check it out. You definitely want a good person, at least, to be an ADA, because they can literally throw anyone away, basically. It is a highly corruptible position. I mean, you are tasked with prosecuting anybody in the city. And you can make anything a case that you want to make a case. They usually have decent relationships with judges, which sometimes can be a bit corrupt or make the process a little easier, which is not good. It is definitely a target for people who want to change things, whether it's for the good or the bad. It's definitely a position where you want a good, moral, decent person in it. And it's one of those things, you know? It's anything around justice and the justice system and whatnot is a target. So you definitely want a good person, a strong person willing to do anything that is right in that position. And that's all I'll say about it, because this is not a political channel. We do not talk about it. I feel like I said that in a good way. The idea of Law & Order SVU originated with the 1986 Preppy murder case of Robert Chambers, who strangled Jennifer Levin, a woman that he dated and later murdered during what he claimed was consensual adult fun time. Rougher than usual adult fun time. In Manhattan's Central Park, the crime inspired Dick Wolf to write the story of season 1 episode of Law & Order titled Kiss the Girls and Make Them Die. However, even after writing the episode, the case continued to haunt Wolf, who wanted to go deeper into the psychology of crimes to examine the role of human interactions. The original title of the show was Adult Fun Time Crimes. Not so fun time crimes. I'm trying to be careful with YouTube here. Reflecting the nature of the crimes depicted on the show. Initially, there was concern among the producers that should these crimes fail, identifying the new show with the Law & Order franchise could hurt the original show. Yeah, that's a good point. This was based off, obviously, the original Law & Order. And any sort of spin-off that doesn't work would just hit the reputation of the original show. But I think people are smart enough to know it's a different series, it's a different cast, everything. Additionally, Ted Kotcheff wanted to create a new series that wasn't dependent on the original series for success. However, Wolf felt that it was important and commercially desirable to have Law & Order in the title. Yes, because Law & Order was very popular. That makes a lot of sense. And initially proposed the title of the show to be Law & Order... Oh, gosh. No. No. That is not a good idea for the title of the show. That is definitely not a good idea for the title of the show. You can read that yourselves. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right there. Yikes. However, Barry Diller, then head of Studios USA, was concerned about the title. Yes. And it was changed to Law & Order Special Victims Unit. Yep. That was definitely a good decision to reflect the actual unit of the NYPD that handles those kind of offenses that are especially heinous. So it is based off a real unit. And I'm glad the real unit is not titled that first iteration. Good grief. The first episode, Payback, premiered on NBC in 1999. Yeah, Stabler retired and then came back in season 22, leading him to join the Organized Crime Control Bureau. That's really neat. So that's a totally different spin-off, huh? Wow. Let's learn a little bit more about Barba, fictional character. Joined the cast of the long-running crime drama, SVU, on a recurring basis during the 14th season episode 25 Acts. Character was promoted to a series regular for the 15th season and exited the series during the season 19. He has since made guest appearances in the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd seasons, and a brief appearance in Organized Crime. ADA, Assistant District Attorney, transfers from the Brooklyn DA's office to Manhattan after requesting what he refers to as a lateral move. Barbara is brought in to work with the SVU at the behest of temporary SVU captain Stephen Harris. Due to the aftermath of a case involving trafficking and police corruption, he is an aggressive, often ruthless prosecutor who puts pressure on not only the detectives, but also the victims and witnesses in order to win cases. So clearly willing to do whatever it takes. as we saw with the judge. That was not a good move. Well-read, fond of mentioning authors. During his time as SVU ADA, he becomes a close friend of Detective Olivia Benson, and they serve as each other's confidants during difficult cases. She leans on him especially hard when her adopted son Noah is kidnapped. She affectionately calls him Rafa. However, the relationship is badly strained when he represents Richard Wheatley, the gangster who ordered the murder of Kathy Stabler, the wife of Benson's former partner, Elliot Stabler. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did not realize that. His wife got murdered? Oof. Character within SVU. In his first case with the SVU, he prosecutes a crime of a intimate nature. Good grief. The amount of BS you have to do here for YouTube is just crazy. Similar to a best-selling erotic novel, 25 Acts, who is also a victim of that crime. Barbara tells the detectives to uncover anything and everything about Paley and her perpetrator. Talk show host Adam Kane, after rushing to put Paley on the stand to testify, Barbara and the detectives discover that Paley did not write the book, which forces Barbara to get creative with the trial. Barbara taunts Kane with a belt tied around his neck, resulting in him lashing out and choking Barbara from behind the same way he did to Paley. After this, the jury finds Kane guilty. Very much the, what do you call this? It's almost like the Matlock formula, where the person on trial exposes themselves as the perpetrator and then whoop, gets, ruled guilty. Let's see what else. The series also provides a few details about Barbara's family. He had a difficult relationship with his father. Says that the elder Barbara has been dead 15 years, and my hand still curls into a fist whenever I think of him. Obviously not a good relationship. Later revealed that his father died after falling into a diabetic coma. Regardless of how much he disliked his father, could not bring himself to take him off life support, and so he simply let the disease take its course. He and his mother, Lucia, take care of Barbara's grandmother, Catalina. When Catalina can no longer take care of herself, Barbara tries to have her moved into a retirement community against her will, rather than have Lucia leave her job as the principal of a charter school to take care of her. When Catalina dies of a heart attack shortly before the move, Barbara blames himself. Oof. Gosh, that's a lot to process. Clearly, he wanted a good relationship with his father, number one. Clearly. Had trouble taking him off life support. Was there for him, even though his hand still goes into a fist. Clearly wanted there to be a better relationship. Let's see. His regrets over leaving left his comatose father on life support, led him to disconnect the life support system for Drew Householder, an infant in a persistent vegetative state whose parents have been feuding about whether to end the child's life. DA Jack McCoy insists on prosecuting him for murder. Although he is acquitted, Barbara decides that it is time to move on. After 21 years as a prosecutor, he's replaced by Peter Stone. Yikes. I kind of get it. He saw his dad kind of suffer through that. So he wanted to put Drew out of his misery. But boy, that wasn't really his call. I think that's a medical procedure, right? Technically a medical procedure. And is definitely overseen by people. He defends mobster Richard Wheatley, who ordered the murder of Stabler's wife. During the trial, he argues that the NYPD framed Wheatley and cast doubt on the prosecution's case by questioning Stabler about his PTSD and his relationship with Wheatley's ex-wife, Angela. After Benson tells Barbara how betrayed she feels by his actions, Barbara realizes that he's gone too far and declines Wheatley's offer to become his consigliere after the trial. After a mistrial occurs with the jury deadlocked, Barbara appears in a spin-off series in which he visits Wheatley in prison to inform him that the murder charges are being dropped and that he's being released from prison. Though Wheatley asks Barbara to consider his offer, Barbara still refuses to associate with the crime boss any further. Well, yeah, you would hope, right? Unless you really want to just come on as a gangster all of a sudden. It makes sense that he got away from that as best he could after that case. But I will say this, everyone deserves a defender. Everyone. Even the most heinous, awful, definitely guilty people deserve to have someone there to try to defend them. That is just how we deal with justice. That is how we deal with justice. Final video of today is... Okay, I'm going to try to say this. I tried to say it earlier. We'll see. Jujutsu Kaisen. That's my best interpretation. I think it's also called Sorcery Battle. I think I'll just go with that. Edits I have saved on TikTok. So it is a TikTok compilation of the show, and then we will go into it afterwards to see what the heck it's all about. Let's go. You know what I really like? It has credits to who is doing this on TikTok. That is awesome. That is some brutal art there.
You changed your home screen?
Isn't she hot? Listen! Probably aren't very popular with that attitude.
We won't even feel bad sending you off.
All right, so obviously there's some humor in this.
Stronger was small, turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Rock, then bend my knees every time the beat drop.
I swear that character's been in Fortnite. I swear that character's been in Fortnite. Yuji? I think that's how you say it. I swear that's a character in Fortnite. It is. I knew it. I was like, that looks so familiar. I've been murdered to that skin so many times. I do not own it, but I have definitely died to that skin multiple times. Kesha, I'm with it. This editing is unbelievable. Wow. What? Okay, what? Classic Justin Timberlake song. Where was that song going? Good God, this editing is incredible.
'Cause I don't wanna live a lie, lie, lie. And tell my boyfriend what I've been doing. Been thinking of you. Every time I scroll down. And if you want me, you gotta put the word in. Don't tell your girlfriend that I'm your girlfriend.
Can I marry Jennifer Lawrence? I don't know who you are, but the answer is yes.
Cause she a freak. I told her that I'm celibate, ain't fucking about a week. Psych, bitch, I lied, you can ride me to the beat. I hit her in the Benz, we fucking all in the street. She told me to recline, so I had to let.
Everything is blue, his pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, pull apart at the seams. And it's blue.
This is the opposite song to Taylor Swift's Red. Everything's red.
Everything's gray. His hair, his smoke, his dreams. And now he's so devoid of color, he don't know what it means. And he's blue. And he's blue.
Pretty sure that's Halsey, right? We'll say this, the characters all look very different. Like, obviously it's the same artwork style, but they are extremely diverse in the way they dress, how their bodies are, facial structures. Some random music. You would never picture that song with anything related to this at all.
It's really him.
It's amazing how some of these are still thirst traps. That is truly something. But I get it. Hey, just because they're drawn doesn't mean they're, less of a character.
Nothing wrong with being a teacher's pet, right?
Yes, there is, actually. Those are usually the most annoying kids. Teacher, didn't we have homework last night? Oh, why? Why would you bring that up? Start shaking the mic. Rip it off the desk. Pretty diverse music choices, that's for sure. So I'd say the audience isn't exactly one specific type of person.
Am I really that famous?
Yeah, for running away like a little bitch.
Burn!
Baby, can you call me back? I miss you. It's so lonely in my mansion. Kissing and hope to cut us, whether they like it or not. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you out. I wanna brag about it.
So we got like metal, we got some like R&B, got some Kesha, some pop, throwbacks to Britney Spears, some alternative, Halsey. That, I would consider that a thirst trap. I would. Audio got claimed on this one, I'm assuming. It is silent. Second time we've heard that. Oh my God. Good grief. Look at the style embedded in this.
Oh Lord, I've been moving different. Same colors, new bitches, same brothers.
Wow. Wow.
Have we met before?
The lyrics, just unreal.
Keep the heads ringing. Keep the heads ringing.
All right, Dr. Dre. Sitting over there.
What we all got in common when the shit's said and done is a dead fucking road cheddar city that we run. That's the theme of my eyes, bro. Smoking hydro. When I hit the returning title, Gary is my shadow, bitch, you go wherever I go. 'Cause I don't wanna live a la. Should tell my boyfriend what I've been doing.
Second time we've heard that, I think. Obviously, I'm not getting much of the story behind this right now, but I am getting quite a sense of who's in it, kind of areas they're in. Certainly the art direction.
You just keep on thinking that way.
Certainly that there's a little bit of humor in the show, and not just brutality. Bit of sarcasm and sass. Never a bad ingredient to a good show. A lot of heavy emotional moments is what I'm noticing as well. So it's got a good blend. Action, emotional moments, humor, goofiness. Makes sense. These are humans, right? Or supposedly. I think. I can't trust anything after that Passage video yesterday, or 2 days ago on Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Oh my God.
Satoru Gojo isn't the only person in the world, you know.
You crying?
That was a hell of a bar. Man has a very high opinion of his own vehicle.
Just wanna let this story die, and I'll be alright. We can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend. You cling to your papers and pens. Wait until you like me again. Wait for your love.
Damn. Some of these edits are just incredible. Golly, it makes me realize just how bad of a video editor I am. I am very elementary level. Good grief. That entire time, I was thinking about that Fortnite skin. Link down below in the description for the original edit. Go throw it some love. Obviously, everybody else was credited in the video, which is awesome, on TikTok, which is great. I love that. That entire time, I was thinking about that Fortnite skin. Clearly, a lot to that show. There's some interesting things going on there. I don't quite understand the thirst traps. I just don't get it. But it is what it is. Obviously, everyone's open to their own interpretation of the show, the characters, etc. That's what makes it great. That's what art is, right? They put out the art, and then you interpret it how you will. Certainly, there's the artist's intention, but hey, we can do what we want, right? We're the audience. Let me go ahead and bring this up. This is literally what I was thinking about that entire time. The amount of times I've died to this skin is crazy. So apparently they had a set of these characters in Fortnite, and I had no idea what it was from. And now I know what it's from. Now I understand. Literally all these characters. Obviously this one is the main one of the set. But yeah, it's got amazing. Look at the back bling there. Pickaxe. That's a great back bling. That's amazing. Obviously, you got some emotes here. Let's see if we can get it. Damn, that's loud. Wow. Pretty sweet. Not bad. What's this one? I haven't actually seen these. Not bad, not bad. Oh, and he just does the different animals or whatever. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is from. It is what it is. Now I actually have an idea. Anyway, Sorcery Battle is a Japanese manga series. Is it manga or manga? Manga, I think, right? Series written and illustrated. Akutami. Let's see. Serialized. 26 volumes. Holy crap. Story follows high school student Yuji, I think, as he joins a secret organization of Jujutsu. Jujutsu, sorcerers to eliminate a powerful curse, of whom Yuji becomes the host. Oh, dang. It's a sequel to Tokyo Metropolitan Curse Technical School. Boy, that's a long title. Licensed for English language, release in North America by Viz Media, blah, blah, blah. 2 novels were published in 2019 and 2020, respectively. 24-episode anime television series adaptation aired on MBS. What is that? Virtual Channel 4, branded as MBS TV, Japan News Network. Okay, all right. From 2020 to 2021. Second season aired July to December 2023. Anime is licensed by Crunchyroll. That's probably how most people have seen it, I'm assuming, outside of Asia, as it says. Which premiered in English dub in 2020. Anime's original soundtrack was released in 2021. Yeah, Crunchyroll. I've never actually checked it out, just because I'm not usually a animation consumer. But yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool that that's available. Sold over 90 million copies in circulation. Holy crap. Including related novels, digital versions, making it one of the best-selling series of all time. That is incredible. Dang. Where's it list? Let's see. One Piece. Approximate sales. 500, $500 million? Good Lord. Golgo 13, 300 million, case closed. Detective Conan, 270. Oh, didn't Conan O'Brien do a... I think he did something about Detective Conan when he went to Japan. It was very funny. It's on YouTube, I think. Dragon Ball, 260. Naruto, 250 million. Demon Slayer, 150 million. Attack on Titan, 140 million. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, 120. Astro Boy. You know what's funny? I've kind of heard of the names of a lot of these. I just never have consumed any of it. My Hero Academia, we have a video coming out for that. That'll be in one of the streams. 100 mil. There it is. Between 50 and 99, it's at 90 million. Holy crap. Per volume, about 3.5 million. Wow. That is so many copies. That's unbelievable. $6.5 million per volume. Dang, Demon Slayer, popular as ever. Holy crap. 6.5, that's a lot per volume. 10? Whoa. 5 volumes, Devilman. Dang. 1972 to 73. Wow, that was popping back then. 10 million per volume. That's unbelievable. Holy crap. Well, that's popular, that's for sure. All living beings emanate energy called cursed energy, which arises from negative emotions that naturally flow throughout the body. All right, so when you get mad, you get those negative emotions, and then you're emanating cursed energy. Ordinary people cannot control this flow in their bodies. As a result, they continually lose cursed energy, resulting in the birth of curses, a race of spiritual beings whose primary desire is to bring harm to humanity. These curses are shown as gruesome monsters. That is such an interesting way to put that. I like that. That is an interesting way to think about negative thoughts and anger. That is really interesting. I really like that depiction. Actually, it's kind of a message to be positive. Be more positive. control your cursed energy. Sorcerers, cursed technique masters, are people who control the flow of cursed energies in their bodies, allowing them to use it as they please and also to reduce its release. So people that are highly content in themselves. High-ranking sorcerers and curses can refine this energy and use it to perform cursed techniques, which tend to be unique to the user or their family. An advanced form of cursed technique is domain expansion, which the users build a pocket dimension of variable sizes. Inside the domain, all of their attacks are guaranteed to hit and will grow in strength. Wow. All right. Yuji is an unnaturally physically strong high school student. On his deathbed in 2018, his grandfather instills two powerful messages: always help others and die surrounded by people. So be a good person and also be a good person. Help others less fortunate and be such a good person that you'll have a lot of people around you when you die. Good messages. I fully endorse those. Yuji's friends at the occult club attract curses to their school when they unseal a rotten finger talisman. Yuji swallows the finger to protect sorcerer Megumi. I think I'm saying that right. Becoming host to a powerful curse. Due to Sukuna's evil nature, all sorcerers are required to exorcise him, and by extension, Yuji, immediately. However, upon seeing Yuji retaining control over his body, Megumi's teacher brings him to the Tokyo prefectural high school with a proposal to his superiors, postpone the death sentence, and train under Gojo until he consumes all 20 of Sukuna's fingers so the curse can be eliminated. Oh, gross. That is gross. At the same time, a group of cursed spirits plot a multi-layered attack on the world of sorcery, including the cursed spirit Mojito and a corrupted sorcerer named Suguru Geto, who was executed by Gojo a year prior. Interesting story. So they're going to use Yuji to basically bring the curses under control. And then eliminating the curse. That is an interesting concept there. I like it. Thinking outside the box. Kyoto School's principal wants Yuji dead immediately, so he schemes to get it done while the Tokyo students help Yuji. Interesting. Little rivalry there. During the event, cursed spirits attack the schools, but are fought off by Yuji Goto and a third-year Kyoto student. Though Mojito steals 3 death paintings, half human, half curses, and summons them. So it wasn't successful. It was enough of a success, but also a little bit of failure in there. After Yuji is able to consume several of Sukuna's fingers and kill 2 of the death paintings with Nobara's help, disfigured second-year Kyoto student Kokichi, who controls the cursed corpse Mekamaru, is revealed to be a mole working with, oh my gosh, a mole. Muto betrays them to protect his friends, only to be killed by Mojito. Yeah, serves him right. This sounds really interesting. I don't know about consuming the fingers, though. That is gross. That is really gross. Obviously, very popular story. 90 million copies sold. I'm assuming over 90 million. It's not perfectly 90 million. October 2020 stated that the story's ending and main stages are planned, but that path between the two remains fairly free. Hinting that the manga is set to, is set to end within 2024. All right. So that is timely. Definitely timely. Holy cow. Cursed Clash. A couple video games. It's got an anime film. Wow, that is really interesting. This is a whole world of stuff, of content, that I have nowhere even tapped into. Like, not even close. Totally off my radar. Obviously, I know about Crunchyroll. I literally never checked it out. Wonder what their doesn't list any sort of earnings information. I was trying to look that up. Sony ownership, rebrand as Crunchyroll. Let's see. Would acquire Elation and the anime streaming service Crunchyroll from Warner Media, so Sony bought it for a total of $1.1 billion in cash, US dollars. What else? Is that the last time it's sold? I think, yeah. February 2023, Crunchyroll laid off 85 staff as part of an employee redundancy between the 12 offices, including its main Koppel headquarters and Culver City offices. Dang, that's too bad. Employee redundancy. Oh, you mean people's livelihoods? Good grief. I get it, though. I get it. 1.1 billion. Not bad. That is not bad. That's a decent chunk of change for a streaming service. Considering most streaming services right now, I think, are losing money because people are not signing up for it as much. Let me see that. I think it's a recent phenomenon. Like Disney Plus is losing money or something. Let's see. Oh, millions. Holy cow, that's a lot of money. Let's see. Let's bring this up. Hollywood is paying a steep price for never really figuring out the streaming model. This came out in 2023, late 2023. Obviously talking about the strike. The change in economics of the North American media industry in the last 5 years has been breathtaking. Yeah, well, people have kind of abandoned cable TV because it was costing like $200 to have all those different channels. And most of them, most people didn't use, right? You wanted to be more specific over what kind of content you were paying for. This gun has been cocking itself for decades, noting that the pay TV bundle was a good value proposition until it became too expensive. Yes, that gave Netflix an opening to upend how the entertainment industry makes and spends money. Unfortunately, now people are getting so many streaming services that they're like canceling like crazy. Content arms race. Trying to get to like money. Let's see. Are they going to get to the money? They do not. Unbelievable. I think. Let's see. Wow. Okay. This is decent. Warner Brothers, Discovery, Disney, Comcast, and Paramount lost more than $5 billion on streaming in 2023. Holy cow. More than 100 streaming services, both paid and free. Over 100? Does anybody... you know what? Let me know down below in the comments how many streaming services you pay for. Total. Like the total amount. Not the money, but just the amount of streaming services. Because that would be interesting. That is so much money. They'll figure it out, I'm assuming. Or maybe they won't. But it doesn't seem like people want to go back to cable TV. It really doesn't. It truly does not. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's videos as much as I did. It was a good group. Learned a lot. Got into a lot of different subjects. Some thirst traps, if you want to call them that. Follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Todd Reacts if you're watching via Twitch. If you're watching via YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video if you liked it. Hit the notification bell. That way you know when the VODs go live. Eventually that will come in play when the live streams are going live on YouTube. You'll get notified. So make sure you have your notifications turned on whatever device you like to use. Join the Discord. It is now public. It's a growing community of 50, I think. Around 50 right now. Certainly would love to get those numbers up. More you putting your input in. That'd be appreciated. Check out the merch. Winter collection's available right now until June 1st, and then the summer collection transitions over. And if you want to request your own videos, you saw what you saw today, and you're like, you know what? I wish you would watch this. I wish you would react to this. And you want to share it with everybody watching, go ahead and join a membership tier at toddreacts.com. You can do so. And yeah, I shall see you all on the next one. Take care of yourselves. I will be gone for a week. So if you don't see me on Twitch, you know why. And I will be checking in with you on YouTube. So don't you worry. I will. There's no way I can go a week without checking in. But obviously I'll be available in the Discord. So if you want to chat, hit me up on there. And I shall see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend, week, everything. Be safe. Bye-bye.